I don't know how long it's been since Maruki won. Does it even count as winning when there was no battle? None of you have even seen the top of that wretched place, where apples watch your every move, and branches threaten to ensnare you at a moment's hesitation. Lucky you. It's your fault I'm in this situation. You were meant to be the guiding light, our leader. And yet, you were the first one to shut down. So afraid of making the wrong decision, that even now he keeps you asleep, so that you won't have to think for yourself. Coward. I shouldn't have told you the truth. I shouldn't have let you hesitate. I shouldn't have allowed you to rope me into a relationship. Now I'm alone, missing the color of your eyes more than I would like to confess, and living in a world where no one but me is awake to the truth. How many times have I come here to speak with you, hoping this is the one time you will wake up and answer me? I'm running out of ideas, Ren. I've blamed you, shouted at you, begged you. Nothing. Haven't even gotten a flinch from you. Did I ever tell you that Mom used to read me fairy tales to sleep? They were old, second-hand books with pages missing, but I still loved it when... What I mean to say is, there's a specific fairy tale I keep recalling every time I visit you. It's about a princess who only wakes up after a prince kisses her. Do you think that would work on you? Is he gonna go for... Oh, wait, does it go for it? Oh, shit. That's... I don't think you should be doing that to sleeping people, but... You know. Nothing, huh? Guess that was too sanguine of me. After all, despite my title, I am no prince. And you are no princess. Goodbye, Ran. I will be back in a few days, like usual. That was a stupid idea. Why did I think that I kiss with Goro? It works! Ah! Okay, maybe it's about time I actually present this game. I thought the intro would be more concise. Well, this is the Somnolent Prince. Gay dating game. It's probably like the 5th one I play on this channel. Okay, probably not that many, but it's weird how many of these I've stumbled across. Either way though, this is actually a Persona 5 fan game. I think the dev said that it's a standalone, so nothing from the Persona 5 stuff actually matters, but they probably just stole characters from it. I wouldn't know, I have not played Persona 5. But if I do miss anything, and you have played Persona 5, do comment it, because I will 100% miss it. Either way though, Are you really awake? I guess I am. You kissed me awake, didn't you? I swear I felt something soft against my lips. That was... You do realize you've been asleep for months, right? Really? Yes. Guess that explains why I feel more well rested than usual. Sure. But then why am I... Ah! What? A spider fellow me. The attic's filthy. And whose fault is that? Yours? If you've been visiting me, you could have bothered to clean up. You gotta be kidding. Hold on. Why is he so laid back? I just told him he's slept for months. He didn't even bat an eye. Don't tell me. Are you aware of what's happened to reality? Huh? Ah, I guess so. Maruki won, right? So, you do know. Good. I must be overthinking things. What does that mean? Maybe I should search. That felt important. What does that mean? You trigger a special bad ending. The game cuts to immediately to peaceful utopian epilogue, where tragedy and hardship are erased, free will is removed, and the credits roll. Ah. Okay, so we're in a world with no hardship and no struggle and no free will. To some extent, I'm assuming. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. It's been so long since I've spoken with him that I'm having a hard time believing that this is real. But it is. It has to be. Now that you're awake, we can finally change things. Change things? Yes, Maruki's palace is still present in this reality. He's allowing it to remain until I give up. I have been going there every night to fight him. There are no shadows, no guards. It's just me and him. But I haven't managed to make much progress. He's far too powerful. Never mind that. With you aiding me, we might finally be able to defeat him and end this charade once and for all. That's what matters. And why would we do that? Excuse me? The deadline has passed. Maruki's reality set in. And you are here, still alive. Doesn't that make this the good ending? No. No. You are kidding, right? We both knew how many loopholes this reality had back in January. It's not gotten any better since. Go outside and see yourself. There are immortal dogs just walking around. Is that supposed to be a bad thing? Please, someone tell me this is a dream. Please tell me to wake up to be as brainwashed as the rest of them. Your cat isn't a cat anymore. Kitagawa is apprenticed to the same man who stole his work. And Yoshisawa walks around pretending to be her dead sister. But they're happier like that, aren't they? And what about the Okamuras? Their empire runs at the cost of thousands of people brainwashed into believing they enjoy working in warehouse and fast food chains. Meanwhile, your friend and her father don't care. Are you sure that's the case? The work conditions must have been improved in this reality. And, you know, some people do enjoy working in the food industry, even without Maruki's influence. Then what about your friends? They don't even remember you. I haven't heard your name on their lips once. No one but me has ever come to visit you. I'm sure they will now that I'm awake. This a lost cause, isn't it? I waited so long for this day only to lose him again. And how about the fact that I don't love you anymore? You are no longer the Ren I fell in love with. That's a lie, isn't it? I'm leaving. Huh? Wait. Don't go yet. Please, I don't want to lose you again. I still love you too, Goro. And if it's been months since you started trying to defeat Maruki, and you have yet to win, then isn't it about time you give up and rest? I'm awake now. You won't be alone anymore. This is our chance to be happy, together. Don't you want that? What? Asking me to give up after all this time? After all the pain I've endured? I'm gonna go with no. I trust the main character here. I can't let it all end now, not after everything. Goro? I said no. But why? Do you hate the idea of staying alive that much? That's a low blow, and he knows it. You clearly need time to adjust to this reality. And I need time to adjust to this new version of you. As I said before, I'm leaving. I bolt down the stairs before he can beg me to stay. I can't risk hesitating. Not now. Not after everything. Home. The place I spend the most time in this reality. The only place where I don't have to see those off-putting smiles. And I suppose Ren's smile is now one of those. Due to that, I don't know if I'm willing to cross paths with him again. Even though I ate something. Excuse me? Huh? Can you hear me? Great. As if today wasn't bad enough, now I'm hearing voices. It's me, Lavenza. Lavenza? The otherworldly girl who assisted the thieves? Where are you? I can't see you. Here, right beside you. Are you this butterfly? Indeed I am. Once this reality set in, our connection to your world grew weaker, and I lost my ability to cross over fully. I fear this is the best I can do at the moment. I see. I've never once stopped trying to reach out. All this time, I've been calling out for the trickster, but he never once arose. Until today, that is. That's what finally allowed me to get my voices across to your world. Now I can finally speak with you, the wildcards. Speak with us. Does this mean you spoke with him today? I tried to, but he did not listen. Figures. Then why did he wake up? Surely it's not because of... I was starting to believe him dead, given how long it's been. I have some theories as to what caused this change, but cannot provide a definitive answer. Elaborate. Very well. This reality is fueled by the power of a god who chains himself to the people's deepest wishes, correct? Yes. As such, he's not allowed to act outside of the people's desires. That alone must be why you, the Arbiter, have managed to continue fighting for so long. Your wish to remain as yourself is powerful enough that he is not allowed to force change within you. The trickster's slumber is, as well as his own wish, a wish not to make a choice. But if he is awake, despite his own wish, then it must mean that someone, or something, has desperately wished for him to wake up. And that must be us, no? Oh god. This is like a... Okay, does that... Okay. The god, which is... Was that... Fuck, what's her name again? Yeah, Maruki. So... Maruki... Okay, like... If you're a Persona player, be patient with me, okay? I don't know fuck all about Persona 5. Okay. It seems like Maruki is some sort of god. This god gets power from the people's desires and wishes and like creates a world with those wishes, and with that creates like a world with no, because you don't need like you probably don't need free will or willpower or whatever if you just have a god who can fulfill your wishes and create a world where all your wishes and desires just instantly come true. And our wish is to stay as ourselves, and that the god just can't really fulfill that. But someone wanted. It was Ren, right? The other guy, that was the trickster guy, or whatever. His wish was to not make like a choice on. I'm guessing what was gonna happen with the worlds. So therefore he stayed asleep. But then someone else wished for him to wake up, which is, I'm guessing here is us. You know, we were the only one who visited him and such. But that means the god has some sort of influence over us as well. So this is deep already. Jesus Christ. Okay. Then could that really be me? Was my desired powerful enough to... No, wait. Someone or something? What could that entail? It could be fate, as it sometimes gains a will of its own. The trickster's role was forced upon him by fate itself, who desired to see him embark on a journey of subjugation and taunt him into breaking free of it. This reality was not part of fate's plan, so there might be a chance it wishes to see this world back on its path it desires. So it wasn't my kiss that woke him? Of course not. That would have been ridiculous. But also, it could be a combination of wishes. What do you mean? You, fate itself, the current god, myself, my master, the trickster's acquaintances. Many people might have wished for this outcome, and then in turn forced him awake. Is that so? And what would all these powers combined also wish to see him snap out of it, so he may lend me a hand in destroying this reality? As I said, these are all just my personal theories. With how weak the link between worlds is at the moment, I cannot give sure answers. Right. So why did you come here? To speak with me? Is it because your goals align with mine? Ren mentioned that you assisted in making his persona stronger. Can you make mine powerful enough to take Maruki down? I fear not. At least for now. For now. Yes, I have another theory and a proposition for you. One that might be the missing piece we need to rectify the order of things. Which is, I need you to strengthen your bond with the trickster. The butterfly demands yaoi. Great. Strengthen our bond? Yes, it was the power of his bonds that allowed the trickster to defy a god once upon a time. It is my belief and hope that if we reawaken the power of a blood oath he has made, there might be a chance he will regain his senses. A blood oath? Yes, the two of you share a blood oath, under the name of justice. This is the first bond this world has ever seen between two wildcards, and it is more powerful than any other bond he holds in his heart. Perhaps it's due to the nature of the relationship the two of you share. You mean to say that he actually gains power from his friendships and love? Indeed. I think I get the gist, but it sounds absolutely ridiculous. Our bond is stronger than the other ones has? Just because we... Can the power of our bond really be enough to take down Maruki? Well, that would make sense. Our bond is stronger because like we have free will. And okay, well, me theorizing obviously, but I feel like it makes sense. Our bond is stronger because we have free will and the other people don't have free will. And we have chosen to love each other and other people haven't. It makes sense in my head. But yeah, I don't get it. Can the power of our bond really be strong enough to take down Maruki? I don't know where power of bonds come from. Probably makes sense in the Persona universe, but I don't know the Persona universe, so Yeah? What would I need to do to strengthen this bond? That is usually up to you, the wild cards, to figure out. But I would suggest spending time with him. That's how he did it with you and the other vows. That's a rather simple plan. You think it will work? I can't be certain, but I do believe it's your best course of action. And you believe the two of us are enough to destroy this reality? I certainly hope so. Hope. When has hope gotten me anywhere? Not like I have a better plan though. Or I will humor this proposition of yours. Anything else I should keep in mind? I would like to say that it's unlikely you will be able to dismantle this reality without the trickster's power, and that you should conserve your strength until then. But from what I have observed, I also doubt my words will be enough to deter you from trying. You're right, they're not. If I stop trying now, what else would I do with my days? How else would I feel real compared to the idiot smiling without a care? I need this routine. I need the pointless violence. Is there any way I can contact you again if we need to devise a different plan? I will be watching when the link between worlds allow me to. If you call, I will try to answer, but I cannot guarantee I will be able to. Alright, then I shall try to strengthen this bond once tomorrow comes. After storming off like that, I don't want to see you run again so soon. And it's getting late. Which means I have to get ready to face a certain god again. If that's all, then I shall see you later, Lavenza. Understood. Farewell, Arbiter. And good luck. Gone without a trace. Hopefully I didn't hallucinate the conversation just now. Time to get ready. We get to face a god? Sounds wonderful. I've defeated gods from plenty different games. Why is this one any different? And here we are again. At the very top of a deserted palace, where it feels as if no one but us exists in the world. Lavenza said it's pointless, but maybe today's the day I will finally be free. You have returned. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Why not? I can tell you that Amamiya couldn't woke up today. I may not know why, but wouldn't you rather be with him? Be with the brainwashed version of him that you concocted to appease me? No thanks. If anything, I'm more determined than ever to take you down. He isn't brainwashed. His words are his own. His happiness is true. All my reality did to him was to ease his worries. Is that really all it is? Does this mean that this is what Ren would be like if the world had been kinder to him? To us? Then if I... No, it doesn't matter. I will be the one evil in his life if I have to be. I saw a name couldn't if you something. Stop. I don't want to hear it. Less talking, more fighting. Okay. Despite my wishes, this is my new god. He still doesn't want to fight, and I will not lift the finger until... And will not lift the finger until I exhaust myself, which means I have the first move. Loki doesn't answer my call. Who's Loki? An invisible barrier blocks Loki's spell. I fire. The bullet doesn't even graze him. I dash forward, but my sword cuts only empty air. Why? Why won't a single attack land? I'm sorry, Akechi-kun, I really am. Dang. Okay, he did not. Well, I was about to say he did not hold back, but he very much did. And so, as usual, despite his own words, He sends out an attack that leaves me broken and bleeding, unable to get up. I wish you could accept that this reality is what's best for you. He says that, and yet dying doesn't hurt any less. I've wondered for a while now, is he trying to use the pain to make me surrender? Is he hoping to make me afraid of coming back and getting hurt again? If so, then he's far more devious than I ever gave him credit for. Next thing I know, I'm waking up back home, despite having no memory of ever returning to it. No wounds remained, not even the pain. He always makes it seem as if it were all just a dream. Even though I never fell asleep. The last time I slept of my own volition must have been before this reality set in. I've always been scared that if I rest willingly, then Maruki will find an opening to infiltrate my mind and put me to sleep forever. Like he did with Ren. Not that I ever feel all that awake during the day either. My days have mostly become a haze, indistinguishable from one another. There's almost nothing to do, other than waiting for nightfall. Unlike the thieves, who still attend classes, the most I've accomplished since Maruki's reality set in is binge watch all of the seasons of Featherman I've missed out on. But I finished catching up last week. The modern arcs were such a bore to go through that I wouldn't have reminded destroying this reality and disappearing without finishing those. But of course, I wasn't that lucky. Isn't it weird that such terrible writing is allowed to exist in this perfect reality? They completely botched Red Hawk's character by taking away his anger. There are weird pairings between the main cast, and some of the new actors are terrible at acting out fight scenes. Only Pink seems to have actually trained for the stunts. Even online, the forums are still full of rants about the latest episodes. Could it be people wish to be angry? Now that is some truth. That is some God. That is a truth nuke. That is true, Goro. You are touching in on probably one of the biggest issues in the society of 2026. I guess I'm not one to talk. Ugh, what am I even thinking about? There are more important things to worry about. Like uploading my promise to Lavenza. By checking in on Ren. After you stormed off yesterday, I was worried you wouldn't come to meet me again. And want to meet me again. I said we both needed time to adjust to the circumstances. Not that I wouldn't want to see you again. Even though that's exactly what I was considering before Lavenza showed herself. I knew you still loved me. Now, how about a proper reunion kiss? Only when you're less brainwashed. Boo. You take your boyfriend to our first date spot, but refuse to kiss him? Does he have to put it like that? I'm not even sure if we are still... You've certainly gotten bolder since you woke up. Can't I bring you to Jazz Gin? Just because it happens to be my favorite place in Tokyo, and a nice spot to converse with good music? I guess so. But I can still be upset about the lack of kiss, can't I? As long as you being upset doesn't get in the way of conversation, be my guest. Now let's head in. So, what exactly do you want to converse about? Did you give what I said yesterday some thought? Are you ready to accept this reality? Of course not. If anything, I'm hoping to change your mind. How? I don't know. Yet. Lavenza said to spend time together to strengthen our bond. But couldn't she have given me a little more to work with? Do I have to kiss the brainwashed version of my boyfriend for it to work? I hope not. It wouldn't feel right. As to Goro, you are being uncharacteristically quiet over there. I'm just thinking. You are certainly chipper despite the circumstances. After months of sleep, I'm surprised you can walk around this easily. Is there no muscle pain? Aw, worried? Don't be. I'm feeling great. Not that I think anyone is capable of feeling bad in this reality. I disagree. I feel pretty terrible every night when Maruki kills me at the end of our fights. Though it barely counts as a fight, I never land a hit. Meanwhile, he kills me in one. Well, but that's your fault, isn't it? What? You could stop fighting him, and then you could feel great as I do. Sure, but don't you see how that's already a flaw in this reality? He acts all high and mighty, yet he's willing to put me through excruciating pain to end our fights, when he can surely come up with a dozen other ways to end them. I guess so? And that's just an example. I've witnessed plenty of crimes in this reality too. All because certain people wish to harm others, and other people wish to showcase their power over others by stopping them. Does that sound like a perfect utopia to you? I never said this reality is a utopia. Not that I want it to be. But you are clearly distorting the facts. Has anyone been hurt in those crimes? Has there been any significant monetary harm to anyone? If so, haven't they been compensated? Do you know for sure that after their arrest, those robbers haven't been reformed and now live honest lives? You can't confirm any of those points either. Of course not, I've only been awake for a day. Still, I bet I'm right. Ugh, he's impossible to talk to. Is there even a point in arguing? He clearly isn't gonna budge. But what else am I supposed to do during these meetups? Smile and nod along? No way in hell I'm doing that. By the way, you left before I could ask. Why don't you want to be happy? Do you really hate the idea of a world where you can live a long, comfortable life? Are you seriously asking me that? If you want to change my mind about this reality, then I think you can afford to be a bit more honest. The old Ren would never be so cruel as to ask something like this outright. But he has a point. We won't get anywhere if he doesn't understand where I stand. I'm tired of being a puppet in someone else's game. And you're delusional to think I could ever be happy if that happiness is decided by someone else. But it's not. It's your choice. Surely, even in this state, you must realize that the happiness you are offering is still coated in a dozen lies and blind ignorance. So, this is what our relationship is going to be like in this reality? Me trying to convince you to let go of your worries, while you try to convince me to let go of the chance to live alongside you? Yes, seems so. Will that be a problem? No. I'm always up for a challenge, especially when it comes to you. Of course, my heart skips a beat at that. Aww, how adorable. But not good though. This reality is clearly not a good place. Or actually, that's a complicated discussion. Maybe I should play this Persona game, huh? I'm interested. This is interesting. This is really interesting. I got stuff to talk about in the lore section. Shit. I've missed this and him more than I would like to admit. I'm relieved to know that there's still a bit of the real of you in there. There is, and I will prove it to you. Wait, did he? Hold on. No, okay. I thought he heard her thoughts, but we were just speaking that. Okay. You may not believe me, but I'm still the same Ren you confided in about being unsure if you were alive or not. And I'm the same Ren who confessed his feelings for you in a bout of desperation at the thought of losing you. And that's why I won't ever let go of you. That just makes me regret telling the truth and agreeing to this relationship. Otherwise, none of this would have happened, would it? I wouldn't have become the reason why you gave up. Do you still have my glove? Of course, I always carry it with me. I want it back. Why? Is it because you're mad at me? I want it as a proof or for a rematch. I can't imagine a better stage to choose who is the best between us, considering these debates will dictate the fate of this world. Of the world, actually. Can I have it back after I win? Already assuming he will win, cocky bastard. Considering that if you win, I will no longer be myself. I'm sure he will return it to you if you wish for it. It will be you. I will prove it. And fine, it's a deal. And thou art I. Thou hast forged thy first contract and returned it into a blood oath. It shall become the proof that restores the truth and snaps thy strings of confinement. With thy contract, thou shalt awaken the secret of the fool. That shall lead to freedom and a new power. Okay. Does that mean I did it? I heard a faint voice. Something about a bond rekindled. Is he awake? You know, I will miss that glove. How about you give me the other one? Excuse me? No, don't be ridiculous. Stingy, but fine. He doesn't look or sound any different. Is it because our bond isn't strong enough yet? So, I know I just agreed to it, but not like I would be a very good debate partner right now, since I don't know this reality all too well. How about for the rest of our outing, we put aside this whole debate thing and enjoy the drinks and the music? Sure. I would benefit from having time to build my arguments as well. And the thought of spending some time with him again doesn't sound awful. I have to get to know this new version of him if I want to win our future debates. A few songs and drinks later. Wait, why did we say that? Are we like narrating the story as well? Okay. That wasn't so bad, right? It was tolerable. If I had forgotten how nice it can be to talk about drivel over a pleasant drink and jazz. I can't tell him that, or he will use it against me next time we debate. Aw, don't pretend. I saw you chuckle behind you. I believe it's gotten quite late. So I shall be heading home now. Spoil sport. Fine, good night. I will be in touch. Goro? That voice. Ren. He looks different. No longer smiling, and his eyes, they're clearer. Is this you? The real you? Goro. Yes, it's me. I can't believe you're still here, still alive, even after... I am. Though against my will. Are you awake for good? I don't know. I'm really tired. It's hard to keep my eyes open. But you can, right? It might be hard, but you can stay awake, right? I don't know if I want to. I'm scared, Goro. If being awake means you might disappear, then Still a coward. But I can't snap at him when he looks like me like this. With that loving gaze I miss so dearly. And it wouldn't do us any good if I upset him either. I need my partner back, not to scare him off. But how do I convince him to fight alongside me? Ren, look at me. I need you to stay with me, alright? I need your help to take down Maruki. Why does it have to be B? Can't you just convince the other me? Because... yeah, we have to be positive. So we will appeal to him. I want you to be the one to help me. The real you. The one I fell in love with. I want you to be there by my side when I finally take down Maruki. So that we can have a proper goodbye this time. Don't you want the same? But Goro, you're cheating. Cheating? Something's changed. Don't tell me that was the weaker me. The one not brave enough to choose to stay by your side. And why would you not be relieved to see someone like that? But not me, who chooses you over the world. But he's still you. Is he? You called him the real me. He called me his other me. And I call him the weak me. Clearly, we all consider us separate beings. And he's tired, the poor thing. You are only going to stress him out if you try to debate him. So let's keep this rematch between us, okay? Don't seek him out again. I'm the only one you need to convince. But... now, I really should get going. I have some studying about this reality to do if I'm gonna win you back. Until next time, Goro. Don't seek him out. No way in hell I won't. That was a glimpse at the Ren I had been waiting for all this time. My Ren. Lavenza, are you there? Seems the connection must have grown weaker again. If you can hear me, I want you to know that I saw him. The real him. Your theory is sound. And now that I know that he's still in there, I'm not giving up on him until he wakes up for good. We've been going at it for about an hour now. I think I'll cut it at that. I will probably continue this though. I'm pretty hooked. This is a good game.